you don't know what could happen. They could sneak out. You don't even know they snuck out.
That's right.
I hate, if somebody were to break into your home, if there was a fire. There are many, many different ways that your animal could get loose.
Yeah, even in a thunderstorm. My Abby is very afraid of thunderstorms. If they're really afraid of thunderstorms, they could go through a screen, a window, and they're gone. Now, what do you do? Okay, if their dog or cat is not microchipped, first of all, you really got a lot going against you and finding your pet, because dogs, cats, they get scared, they hide. But if the Bowie animal control is called and they pick the pet up, it goes directly to Forestville. Forestville is a very, very wonderful place, but it's mainly, correct me if I'm wrong, it's mainly housing for strays. So, I mean,
they take everything.
They take everything. Right now they are taking a lot of the city of the Bowie pets. But we want to try to keep those pets that belong to the Bowie citizens in Bowie, so that it gives the residents a little bit more time to get to where the little shelter that we're going to have to pick up their pet. So they don't have to go all the way down to the animal shelter, the PG animal shelter. So it's definitely...
We have a lot of senior citizens that may not be able to go. Well, it's in Forestville now. They're moving to Upper Marlboro tomorrow. And it's already been said by Chief Rodney Taylor when he spoke at one of the council meetings here, that once that opens, within a week, they're going to be at capacity.
Yeah.
Within a week. I mean, people don't understand, Forestville Shelter is the only shelter in Prince George's County except for the small one in Greenbelt. And they have to take everything.
Yeah.
I mean, evictions, if they go out on an eviction, they go out on a foreclosure. I mean, they're called if there's pets involved.
Yeah.
Drug raids, we might not have, there are drug raids.
Cruelty.
Cruelties. They have to take everything. You see in the newspaper all the time about hoarders. They have to take all those animals. We were notified a week and a half ago that there were, 50 animals coming in?
Yep.
That's 50 animals in one day.
Wow.
Now, if every cage and kennel in that shelter is full, and you have 50 animals coming in, then 50 animals have to leave.
And it's not the nice way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's no fault of Forestville's, and that's one of the biggest reasons why we need our own shelter here. We have 3 animal control officers. Right now, if they find a stray, they pick it up, they drive around in their van for an hour trying to find the owner. If they can't find the owner, they have to drive to Forestville. So they're driving to Forestville a couple times a day when they could be out making sure that the animal control laws are being enforced, making sure that there's no strays running around. There's other things that they should be doing besides running back and forth to Forestville, and that's where the pet alert comes in.
Yeah. And by, they're wasting gas, time.
Right. If
money.
we had our own shelter, put it on the pet alert. If somebody's at work, they're here right in Bowie, they're being taken care of. We plan on working with breed rescues. We plan on working with adoptions. We plan on doing fostering. I mean, we have a lot of things that we want to do, but it takes time.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're really moving fast, I think.
Yeah.
I think so too. Actually, I think, and I wanted to touch on the pet assistance, pet food and supply assistance program that we got going on, that we started, a couple months ago?
Yeah, that's
couple
been
months
moving
ago.
fast too.
That is moving extremely
really
fast.
Yeah.
I know I'm a real estate agent, so I see a lot of bad things happening out in the market in regards to people losing their homes. And when they lose their homes, they lose their pets. Or not even in that area, but because of the economy, people are losing their jobs. So they're having a hard time feeding their pets. So we're trying to help them feed their pets. I want to just touch base on that really briefly, because then I want to show some of the viewers some of the fundraisers that we've been doing, to give them a little bit about what we've got coming up. So, what's happening with the Pet Food Assistance Program? Hello. Anybody
Well,
answer the question?
most of our clients so far have actually come from the Interfaith Bowie Food Pantry, and they have to qualify for that. And we have brochures up at the food pantry, and we have a volunteer's phone number on it, one of our Bowie Claw volunteers, and they call them. We're trying to make it kind of a little bit more personal. We want to help with more than just pet food. We want to try to help wherever we need to help as far as helping take care of their pet. So we are try to find out what their animal's on, what kind of food they eat, what type of animal it is, cat or dog. We're helping out with kitty litter, dry food, canned food. Actually, Pet Value donates food to us. There's a bucket at Long and Foster where you work that collects food. Dr. Martin at Prime Care Animal Hospital, she collects food. So we are getting a lot of food in. But we're kind of meeting our clients at an agreed destination to give them food. But our volunteers asking several other questions. We want to know, is your animal spayed or neutered? And if they're not spayed or neutered, that's one of our #1 goals. We don't want to just give food out and your animal's not spayed or neutered. We want to take it a step further. So if they're not spayed or neutered, obviously they're not going to be able to afford to have it done if they're asking for food. So we are trying to help them out financially. We're working with a couple low-cost vets that are going to help us with a low-cost spay, neuter, and vaccine, and Bowie Claw is helping fund that and pay for that. And we get gift cards. We can always use, we have the pet portraits, which we'll talk about. But it's for people that have lost their jobs or their jobs have been cut. It's for people that are sick, that, they can't work. Something may have happened. I mean, we have somebody that had a heart attack. Hopefully they're going to be able to go back to work. We have a senior citizen that's having trouble that can't drive. We actually helped her. We took her to the vets to have her dog neutered, went and picked her up. She can't drive. So it's not just about the pets, it's also about the citizens. We're trying to help the citizens.
Yeah.
I mean, for some of these people, especially the seniors, for having their pet, that's all they have.
That's all they have.
So, Medicaid or Medicare skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Then they got food and gas. I mean, there's nothing left for them to, they're trying to make these decisions of how am I going to feed my pet.
Yeah, I know that I've heard an instance where when we first started it, it was funny because somebody I know had met somebody was walking out after she dropped off some pet food there. Because I started like dropping off extra pet food there, talking to them, Bowie Food Pantry, to see if they could help with the pet food, and they actually met somebody. The person was coming in, my friend was going out, and the woman happened to see the pet food there and said, "Oh, is that something that's available for us?" And she said, "Well, yes." And the woman was so happy because she said that she had nothing, no pet food to feed her animal, so she was giving it some of her food so that she could keep it. But she was so grateful. So there are a lot of cases like that where.
Well, Forestville said that they've
a lot of
because of foreclosures and people giving their animals up because they can't afford to feed them. And what we're doing is we're helping people for 3 months, and then we reevaluate their situation to see if they still need our help.
Yeah. So right now, I mean, there's a lot of things that I know Claude wants to do. And we're going to be, hopefully with the cable show series, we're going to be educating the pet owners on how to care for their pets, but also to do other things and introduce them to things like, and I've got a little list here, just general things like, for instance, I think we're planning on having a dog handler, search and rescue in. We're going to have a vet, ask the vet for half an hour, talking about what common ailments you could find on the vet. And then we're going to be going with the fitness center for animals, rehabilitation and just exercise.